Good evening to a new episode of War Tycoon Live Coding. This time we want to further advance the bidding system. As you saw in the last video, we have this attack system where we have like a revolution that is scheduled. And in an upcoming battle, like on the 29th, we have like 2 soldiers and an attack here, and then we can hire these soldiers for our attack that you can see here. Now I have to open a second browser window to play a second player. So when I log in as FIP, and when I go to under attack, now I'm under attack, I can hire these soldiers for me. And here we already see a a first problem. Now FIP has hired all soldiers, so at least 1 soldier should be left for our friend Mr. Admin. And a second problem that we want to face today is to have larger bid steps. So you can of course bid 1 credit, but we should also allow the user to bid more than 1 credit in a single step. So our file source attack is becoming quite large now, 214 lines of code. So let's see if we can split it. We have an attack, 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 attack. Then we can split here that we say source attack result. So attack results can, yes, attack results win, lose and cancel, and now all item rules as well as our win action, cancel action and lose action. So cut it out and so on. Now next thing is attack auction. Or let's just name the file auction. So in auction we have the attack soldier list, attack soldier, and our list finally. Now let's take a look at our word count, at our line count. There we have attack with 63 lines of code, auction with 80 lines, and attack result with 60 lines. Okay, that's okay. Just edit. Split up attack.fob. Okay, that's the beginning of each working day for me. Refactor some old code, make it better before you start adding new code that might be worsen up the code quality. Okay, now we have our auction code. This is our auction code, and before we add 4, 5, 6 buttons, we should decide to kind of template the whole thing, like a hire button. Hire button 1, hire button 5, 10, 50, 100. Now here we have the same code for buttons, same as here. So let's compare these both code blocks. Both have in common a button class, MDL class, ripple effect types button. On click, JSON encode, attack soldier, high URL, soldier ID. Then result, blah blah blah, location, reload, attach money, hire for a salary +1. Okay, so it's exactly the same, so we can remove this code and insert it here again. Hire sol, hire button, raise, hire button is function, raise, and there we have our button code. Of course, we want to also add the raise factor here, and we should also add a parameter called soldier. Otherwise we don't have this soldier variable available with the ID and salary. So hire URL will also become get the raise number and also we should add a plus. Raise for better looking. Hire button soldier. Okay, that's the refactoring. Also our hire action, where do we have it? Here. We add our parameter raise plus raise and val raise raise interval of raise, just some security check so that users don't abuse our system. Raise is smaller than 1, then return false, so we don't let them lower the salary by hiring. To do check if user has the money, add money, add remove money from pocket. So if I look at this, I see an internal error. So we did our first mistake today. Let's take a look at the error code. Call to undefined action hire button. Of course, because we store hire button in a variable, so we have to say $hire button. Or should I say pound, because I'm speaking in British accent. Okay. Yes. That's too much. Too much buttons. Too much, too much, too much. Let's see if we can fix it. With some CSS magic. Display flex. Word wrap. No, flex wrap. Flex wrap. Wrap. Oh, it also. Let's just remove hire for. Just remove hire for. Outlib tables attack. Hire for. And also let's also optimize the formula a bit. So instead of saying the salary, we just say plus this and this amount equals such and such. Equals. So plus 1 equals 9. And also remove the icon. Plus 5. Yes, this looks good. Now this looks good, so we take it over into our code. Remove the icon. Remove this whole bunch. And now let's take a look into the error code. Column not found, erase. Okay, 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 okay. We also did a mistake. We cannot use $raise. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, we can insert int_vol in this case. We could leave out int_vol, but we better insert it in case someone removes this check. It would immediately insert a security flaw if we don't do this additional int_vol for safety. Okay. So our outlet table sol attack soldier, no? Yes. Just for testing purpose. $raise. Here we have +10, and there we hired him for 18. Okay. So this way we added multiple buttons. Next thing, our auction must be high life. So we have to extract this function. We cannot directly render the table. It's not fair. We have to, like, say in this function just something like self render sol render bidding area yes, and this is it. Render bidding area of data, or even better, just call the action directory. Render bidding area action with our own ID. And now we have our class static method, tables, attack, render bidding area action with an ID. And there we of course have to insert our data variable again. Self view ID. Class static method will have a class method access. Render bidding area can call whoever is able to view a attack, to view exactly this attack, because we also add the ID. Okay, render bidding area action ID data hire button table blah 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 blah. Attack view, attack get data, so on table, and close the PHP tag again. Now instead of action reload, we can say $.get action is render bidding area and ID is, and then we can echo our JSON encoded ID with then HTML and so on. And now we have to have some container. Let's say we call it bit container.html and insert the HTML, and we surround this render function with a div ID is bit container. I think we cannot use dashes, so we have to use underscores. So bit container, also close the div here. Internal error. Take a look at the error log again. Tables attack view. Undefined method. This is this one. Outlook tables attack. Well, the function somehow must exist. Call to undefined method tables attack view. Maybe we forgot some brackets. Hire button. Trace. Table. PHP open. PHP tags closing. Maybe some mismatched closing PHP tag for some reason. So this is our function view, and somewhere above this there must be something that closes a PHP tag without reopening it. So, okay. This tag must be the other way around. There it works. Yes. So what did I do wrong? Instead of opening a PHP tag to return back into PHP mode, I closed it. So I have to say opening PHP tag instead of closing PHP tag. So this is it. If I click on this, unexpected token. Let's check it out. Yes. Then function HTML. OK. There's a 401 with calling render bidding area ID is null. But we have an ID. Render bidding area. So let's examine the code. Oh, we just won the auction. So let's use this user. Okay, if I examine the code, welcome my new visitors. Okay. Now, ID is null. It really returns null. So why doesn't it turn over the correct ID? Because we are in the higher button and we have to extend it to use the variable ID, and then it should work. Higher button. Because PHP has some variable scopes and we cannot use a variable from outside our inner function scope. So click on +5 and there we bid it for our candidate. So, and 16 for now. The problem is now the admin is seeing the whole thing in an outdated fashion. So if I click on refresh, I will see, oh, my bid has been taken away. So what do we have to do? We have to somehow repeatedly refresh our bidding area. So let's add a little bit of code here. So after our bid container, we have an additional script. Type text JavaScript $function. So on body load, do the following: set interval function something to like 500 milliseconds, so 2 times per second, or let's say 1 second, so 1000 milliseconds. $get octa render bidding area, and if the HTML is there, bid container update. Let's build the whole thing. Refresh, refresh. And there we have our user fib with all soldiers, and now I can bid 10. Now I have fib hired for 33, and this one should get updated soon. It should long have been updated. We are. So if I press refresh, it is updated, but why? Oh, syntax error. Expected expression got ampersand. Let's take a look. $.get end quote. Okay, because we are not longer in a environment of a HTML attribute, we will have to remove our HTML entities JSON encode. Also update the same in our generated code. So don't escape HTML entities if we are not in the right environment. So if I hire fib for 38, this user got the update. Let's do it this way. We have them both side by side, and now I can click to hire them, and now it's real time. Now I can do the biddings and do the bidding contest. Okay, now bidding is real time. That's great. That's so great. Okay, they're getting really expensive. We don't have that much money. But we can commit this as a first result. So now we have real-time soldier bidding. Okay, this is number 17. Auction bidding is now real time. Okay. Next thing. Soldiers cost money. So a bidding button must only appear if the user has at least the money it costs to hire the soldier. Also, if a soldier is hired, he has to pay the money, so his money value has to be decreased. So at first, source money. We have our income clone, our cron job, which adds the income to the pocket money. But we also had a kind of the user's money in the headline. Where is it? Grab nav. Yes, in the user. Source user. Let's move this code over to money, because it's really thematically somehow fits better into money. Okay, so this is our money counter, and every time, so I surround it with a span, ID is my money. And whenever the auction is re-rendered, I want to just update the values. So script type text JavaScript function onload function which says my money dot text, and there we will have a echo JSON encode types money. Let's okay, money print, and now fob user get money. Yes, our user has a user column money, and so every time the page is refreshed, we also update the money display. Okay. Next thing is, don't render a button if we don't have the money. If fob user get money is greater or equal soldier salary plus raise. If and only if. So now our button is only offered if the user really has the money. Or let's better add some disabled thing. Is it possible? MDL material design disable button. Okay, so we have to do two things. On the one hand, so if our money is smaller than the whole thing, then we will render an additional disabled CSS class. So ripple effect, and then if money is smaller, then salary plus raise, then we also render a disabled thing. And also we have to render like the disabled flag in HTML. So if I bid too much, then the button will be disabled. And also we have to, of course, we have to now refund, do the refund and so on. So here we have, at first we have to have 3 queries. So FOB database query, update user set money equals money plus, so update user attack soldier set user dot money is user dot money plus attack soldier dot salary, where attack soldier dot hired by is user dot ID, and attack soldier dot ID equals int vol ID. So this is our code for refunding the guy who hired the soldier. And user attack and then user set user dot money minus, okay, user minus attack soldier dot salary, where attack soldier dot hired by equals user ID and attack soldier, and so on. Then these are our 3 lines of code. At first refund the old guy, then update the soldier's owner, and then get the money from him. Now at first we have to do the plausibility check. So a fourth a fourth query, select user.money is greater or equal attack soldier.salary from user and attack soldier, where attack soldier hired by is user ID, and so on. And, where attack soldier, okay, user.money is greater or equal, no, even better, select attack soldier.salary from attack soldier, where attack soldier.id is ID. Fetch column old salary is so and so. If FOB user get money is smaller than old salary plus raise, then we have to return false. You don't have enough money. Otherwise, fund the old owner back, set the new owner and raise the salary, and reduce the new owner's pocket money. Okay, and now we have to do another thing. We have to put this all into a transaction. So why do we have to put it into a transaction? Well, if a user double clicks on the thing, this gets executed 2 times simultaneously. So it could refund, so it could 2 times pass the money check, but then double spend the money. So if the guy only has $100, but he double clicks on it, on a soldier for $100, he would get the soldier twice. So he would get 2 soldiers, and his money could become negative because this if already has been checked. So, and what a transaction does is it kind of locks the table. But it does not log it pessimistically, but it somehow lets them run and then rewind the transaction if necessary. So, FOB database begin transaction, and before we return we have to FOB database commit transaction, and of course after doing this we will also do it. So now we should have it complete. Now the money system should work properly. Now if I click on 123 money, what's happening? A 500. So Raise will raise an error. Let's take a look at our error log. Solder. Ja, ich gebe dir gleich Solder. Soldier. Salary. It's spamming into my error log. What a rude software. So let's refresh the whole thing. And hire the soldier. Hire. Nothing happened yet. Soldier. It is still spamming into the error log. Soldier, undefined variable, soldier, in a tag line 997. Okay, 997, GG. Soldier, okay. How about soldier? Should be more correct, like more correct than soldier. Okay. When I click on it, still nothing happens. But now, I got a syntax error, yoo-hoo! Unexpected bracket. In 778 of attack soldier. Outlib tables attack soldiers 778. Okay, that's just a bracket too much. Test again, refresh both auctions. There we have our user bidding for Kali. Now I am owner of both. I only have 7 credits left. He has 307. Now he can hire this one and this one. Now he has more money. He can hire and hire. Now he can hire. And now they both don't have enough money left to hire. Cool. Cool, cool. So we did the auction system with money. Let's test it with another auction, because soldiers are getting too expensive now. Let's take a look at auction 33. It's a fight. Oh, this is FIB and this is admin. So I have so FIB has to find a country that is owned by admin. So let's attack this country. Start attack from this country. Yes, fight next Saturday. And okay, there we are. Now I'm under attack. It's this fight. I'm the defender. And now the attacker can get his first soldiers. Now he can take the soldiers back and back and back. Until they can no longer afford having so much soldiers. So he got a small refund. I should get this soldier. Oh, he can get it back. So try this soldier. He can also get it back. Try this one. This one. Okay. Okay, now it's fair, so everyone has one soldier and the battle can start. Okay, cool. Now we have the auction system up and running. So what did we do? We added like a small disabled button. I just test if I can click on this. No, I can't. Then I can, then updating the soldier list also updates our money. And then we have refund and reown. Okay. Auction bid status, bid raise 19, bid raise. Fix 16, fix 6. Our auction system is working now. There's one thing we have to do. The refund code, this line of code, must also be executed when cancelling an attack, because a cancelled attack has to be like refunded. So in attack result we have win action. When the winner will pay the money for the soldiers and the loser also. But if the battle is cancelled, all attack soldiers will be refunded. So update user attack soldier user.money is user.money plus attack soldier.salary, where attack soldier.hired by user and attack soldier dot, and now dot battle is dot attack is ID. Do we have a column attack? Yes, an attack soldier has an attack, a soldier, hired by, and salary. So all users are getting refunded. All users are getting refunded on cancel. Okay, we can commit this, fix 18, battle, cancel, refund. Also, let's test the code. If I cancel the battle, I should get my money back. Oh, I forgot to compile. Oh, it's so peinlich. There's still a problem. So let's reset. Let's reset the whole fight. So go into our database, and it's number 35. Attack. Attack number 35. And status, set it back to 1. So if I click on cancel now, so it's now scheduled. If I click on cancel battle, yes, I got my money back. So, and this user also has his money back. Now status is cancelled. Prima. Now, next thing. Even if the battle is cancelled, I can still bid on this battle. So, that's a problem. So, we have to somehow hide the buttons. So, render bidding area action. And okay, use ID and also data, because in data we have our attack data, And whenever we want to render a higher button, if data, which is our attack, status is not 1, return. So don't render the button if we are not in a scheduled attack. 9, 11, 12. Okay. There we have. And now no one can bid anymore. Do not render bid buttons if battle is already decided. Okay. That's it. I think that's it for today. I thank you for watching. And let's see what we can do next time. Next time we will I'm not sure if we will implement a security mechanism that a inactive so that a last-minute attacker will take over all soldiers in the last minute, and the defender does not react properly. He will not have any soldiers and lose, but lose the country. That would be a very weird situation. Also, but I think the auction system should already hinder this. Then we have to have some notification system so that there are live updates whenever there's a bid. And yes, 20 fix git undo redo git log. Of course, we fixed number 21 too. I will show, maybe someday I will show you my issue tracking system. Yes, we have to have some bit notifications. Then a battle owner should be able to send emails to all followers of the battle, like we're having good weather or we're still searching for soldiers. And then of course we have to have like a fee for each battle, for at least for each revolution, and a battle fee. So the battle organizer will also get some money for hiring for making airsoft games. So if you already have countries, you can still attack with a revolution, and I think this is not really necessary. So, and also everyone can start a revolution, and this is also really unfair for both fighters, at least for all defenders. And so we have to find a mechanism that revolutions will cost money, and the money that a revolution will cost will automatically go to the defender. Okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Join to the game, subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to Twitch, and register into the game. Fight for your Oberlausitzer villagers.